Hi,
Hi,
how are
I'm good. How
you?
are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to have you here today. So, I wanted to bring you on because I know you came into my world maybe a little over around a year ago, around this time last year, and you just had like the most incredible transformation. So, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how you found me, what offer you jumped into, and kind of like what your story is. Why did you feel called to jump into my work, and what was going on in your life that made you say, fuck yes, like let's do this?
So, um, so my name is Liz, y'all. I've been in the manifestation community for about 3 years now, and prior to meeting Deana, I was working with a bunch of coaches. I would say about three coaches, and I felt like the work that not to say that coaches like every coach is different, but I just feel like with Deana perspective and the way she presented herself with her coaching and things like that, I felt like her work has resonated with me more because I am a person that has a lot of intrusive thoughts, overthink like a lot of overthinking thoughts where I couldn't control my thinking and controlling on creating like the news story and things like that. So that's why I wanted to work with her because the way she like her techniques are amazing and her techniques are very like unique to where I'm like maybe we should use this in therapy because that's how good her techniques are. So that's why with her I came across her video through TikTok how she manifested a situationship. She manifested from a situationship to a committed relationship, and that's where I was kind of looking for because I dealt with a lot of guys not wanting to commit to me. Like I was always in situationship. I was in a situationship with a specific person that I was manifesting for like over 2 years. Like I would say the 2 years that I've been in the manifestation community, I wanted to like manifested him back, but then I forgot that there is a self concept. Like I had to work on my self concept, and then the way her message was like when she posted on her our TikTok, it was kind of like I want to work on me, not work on a specific person. And so I wanted to go into a world into the with the intention of working and leveling myself up and also manifest a goal, which was manifesting an SP. And I really liked her message. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of curious of what she, how the way she talked, the way she explains everything. I was like, okay, I understand very well where I wasn't confused or anything like that. So I stalked her TikTok. I was like, okay, let me go stalk this girl because I want to see what she's all about. So as I was going through her TikTok, mind you, she's from the East Coast and I'm from the East Coast, and I moved.
John, like you went to school with him or
Yeah,
something,
I went
right?
to
Which is
school
like
with her SP when in middle school.
no
So I
way.
was just like, I know this is meant to be. I was like, this. It's so funny how the world, like, we're so connected, and the world's so small if you really think about it. And the fact that I moved away from the East Coast to the Midwest, and I'm like, okay, I know her SP since middle school. I was like, she's the way she presented herself, the way she explained things. I was like, this is the girl that I want to work with. So I literally explained to her my situation, and she's like, okay, start with the course, which is the Overnight 2.0. You want to start with that first, and then if you want more help, then you reach out to me and we can set up a coaching plan. So I started doing that course. You know what? This is an investment for myself. This is me leveling myself up. This is going to help me move forward and to to where I need to be in life, not just manifesting a specific person and then go on my life. No, I wanted to transform my life into something where I feel safe and secure within myself and in relationships in general. So then I did the 2.0, and I've been doing it about a month where I was seeing a lot of movement from not only from my own SP, like my old SP, but from other people. Like I'm telling you, I did like a 180 just from listening to one video. I mean, one listening to one tape. But then I felt like I needed more help because I felt like I couldn't control like my overthinking. Like the tapes were helping me, the course was helping me, but I felt like I needed more support. So that's when I reached out to her. I was like, "Hey, girl, like I need help. I need someone to hold me accountable." So that's when I did the texting package for like a month, which was really worth it because When I did the texting package for my kind of situation, I worked two jobs, just to keep me busy and things like that. But I worked two jobs, so just texting her a quick message was something that I could, I had time for. So anytime where I felt like I'm like need help, need assistance, or anything like that, she was like literally there for me, and she was so quick with her responses. She did like Monday through Friday. Like I work from Monday through Friday, and then the weekends I'm off, which is fine. But she was very consistent. It was not a one text message a day. It was actually a conversation where when I was working with this other coach, she was like, "Oh, only one text message a day. I only can respond to you from 24 to 48 hours, and I only can do like if you text me again after a couple hours, then it will bring you back to the end of the line for me to reach out to you." And I didn't like that because it's like I was spiraling, I was going through it, but then that's when I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna work with her. And that's when I was like, okay, she has a texting package. I was like, okay, she's very consistent. Any question that I had, she always had an answer. Like it was so crazy. Even if it's like a question that is like impossible to answer, she always had an answer for it. She was very like, she's not judgmental. Like even if I was doing something wrong, she wouldn't say no, you're doing something. She would actually guide me in a way where it's like not like I'm doing something wrong, because that was one of my self-concept issues. Like I felt like I was always doing things wrong, and she didn't say like, oh, you need to stop doing that, where other coaches were telling me you need to stop doing this, stop doing that. She was like, no, we're gonna redirect you to the directions that you need to be, because I feel like you're not, whatever you're doing is not working out. But however, we're gonna move you to the right direction. I say about like the third week, that's when like things started rolling. I was just like, what the hell? Like I kept getting like money, weight loss. I'm telling you, I went from 240 pounds to like 195 within the time that I was working with Deana. Like, and that's when I was leveling the
Yes.
hell up. I was like, okay, I'm losing some weight. I'm like looking good. I felt good within myself. And then the SP that I was manifesting, this man was going. He had a third party too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like during the process, like I was dealing with a third party, but I also was dealing like I was double minded at the time. Like I was like thinking like if I want this guy or I don't want this guy, just because there's a third party. And one of my self concept issue was I was never chosen. I was never good enough. So then I was creating story that there was a third party in the picture, which it came out to be a third party. And I really, like, as I was working with her, I really was so honest with myself. I was like, why would I want to pick somebody that makes me feel like a second choice? And I'm not a second choice. And I'm like, it's not that you can't manifest your SP. Like, you can manifest, but I just couldn't change the story about him. It was so hard for me because I was so in deep with the, manifesting him for like almost over 2 years, where I was so in deep to, like, I was just done and over with. Once you get down your routine, once you start noticing things going around, changing and stuff, your SP will come hot and cold. Not hot and cold, but like come in hot, like where you're gonna be unexpected. You're gonna be like, what the heck? Like what I'm gonna do with all this, And that's kind of happened where you know I was going back and forth in my mind. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be the right situation for me. I just feel like I wanted more and I deserved more, and that took literally it took me about over a month. When I was working with Deana, I was like, it took me like over a month when I realized like I deserve better and I deserve more. And I wanted someone new. I was tired of the old and I wanted to bring in the new. I don't got time to be dealing with, back and forth. Like I'm just done. And he was just like, no, no, like I want to be with you. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I was like, no, like I just don't want anything to do with you right now. So literally after like 2 weeks after when I told him that, something like an intuition was like, let me go add him back on Snapchat. Let me see if he, whatever. So I did add him back on Snapchat, and then that's when we started talking. He was telling me how he wanted me and things like that. And I told him like, hey, right now it's not a good time just because I'm moving. I have a lot of stuff going on, because when you change, once you get into like the manifestation, a lot of things starts to change, where like moving into an apartment, doing all this was my main priority, but not a relationship. But for me, my old self would be like, I would drop everything. I would drop my apartment. I would drop this just to go hang out with him. Go, change my life to always be with him and all this and that. But then I was just like, no, it's not a good time. So then, literally after the 2 weeks when I told him that, we started talking when I added him back on Snapchat. We started talking, and then I never told him my address, never told him where I lived or nothing like that. I was just like,
This is so crazy.
I, I never told him. I never had no location on or nothing. So he was like, "Oh, let me come over. Let me hang out with you." I was like, "No, I can't. I have boxes all over. I'm moving, whatever." Literally, like after I told him that, literally 30 minutes later, after I told him not to come, he literally showed up at my apartment. Never gave him my new address or anything. He literally showed up to my apartment, and I was like, I was so in shock that I literally texted Deana. I was like, "Girl, like he's here." I was so
Oh my
excited. He was supposed to show up because he was like, "Hey, I want to come back again the next day. I want to hang out again. Like we can watch movies, cook dinner. I was gonna do all this." We planned to hang out the next day. So then once and I told him, yes, let's hang out, and let's do whatever we have to do, whatever. So the next day, I had stories. I was like, oh my god, he's not gonna show up. He's not gonna do this. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna cancel on me, because I had that fear from the past of him always canceling on me, him not showing up. And so literally the story manifested, and he literally canceled plans with me just to hang out with third party. I didn't blame him. I blame myself for it, because I was like, I should have known better. I should have just, like not deal with someone like that. And he was reflecting me, and that was just my old self-concept, where I was just like, no, this is not what I want, and this is not how I want to get treated. So I literally said to him, I'm done. I would hope the best for you. I hope this new person that is in your life, like treats you as the king that you are. I didn't want to bash him or anything like that, because I created it. I was the one that created the story. I was the one that created the third party, just because I didn't feel good enough, wanted, or anything like that. So that was on me. So I wasn't mad at him. So we went on our separate ways. Literally, 3 months of me doing the work by myself, doing my manifestation routine, losing weight. I was getting attention from left and right, production managers, CEOs for my job coming at me. Like they're like, oh, I wish I could divorce my wife so I could be with you. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like to this day, like they're just like coming at me, saying, oh my god, you're so beautiful. And I just had a lot of guys, coming at me. And then throughout that 3 month process, old SP still bothering me. Didn't even give him my time of day. I was like, I don't got time for you. You got someone else, leave me alone. Like, I'm not, not for it. And then literally after the 3 months, that's when I met my current partner. I'm gonna call him Travis. His name is Travis. I've been with him for about almost a year now. I'd say about a year. And it only took me 3 months to manifest him into my world. I met him through online, because you don't, when you manifest an SP, you don't have, like, if you want to manifest a new person, you don't have to be online to manifest. They can come to you, like literally they come to you in a grocery store, coffee, like they can come to you in a weird way. And that's how crazy this process is, because the outcome of, like, of your goals, it can happen in the most weirdest way in the world. But for me, I met him through Facebook. He actually reached out to me, and he was just saying, oh my god, you're like the most beautiful girl in the world that I've seen online. Like, I want to meet you, and things like that. And let me show you guys. I just wish I had my vision board, because I also created a vision board. And in my vision board, I put that I want to meet my person that makes me feel safe and secure. And I also had flowers on there and dates and things like that. So in the process of me meeting him and stuff like that, when I first met him, when I was prior to getting, on our first date, I had this intuition where I just didn't want to go on a date, because I love my life so much that I just felt like I didn't want nobody ruining that for me. So I was getting ready for the date, and I was like, oh, I don't think I want to go. I was like, I don't think this is going to be the right thing for me. But then something was hitting me where it's like, you need to go. Like, literally in my mind, it was like, go. You need to go see this man. And I was just like, oh, like, I was going to do a no call, no show. But then my old self concept used to be like that, where when I used to go on a date with a guy, I would literally no call, no show, because I would be afraid of the way I looked, because of my weight and because of my hair. But I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this crap. I'm going to go ahead and go on this date, and I'm going to see what happens. Worst case scenario, he says no, I don't care. And when I went to the date, I was not nervous, surprisingly. I was very calm, very, like, neutral. I was myself. I didn't try to pretend to be someone else that I wasn't. So I was just like, okay, let me just go and have fun. Mind you guys, my SP is a typical guy that I don't go for. Like he was, I like 6'5", long hair, beard, old. You know, I just, when I came across his profile, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like him. He got no hair, bald as hell, 6 foot. I'm like, he got a beer belly, but I'm like, I don't know. So I went. Oh my god, this man was good looking. I'm like, I was just like, oh, I was like, hold on.
Where did this come
I was
from?
like,
It
hold on. Like,
was in your picture.
I was just like, you're a completely different person. Like, way better. And I'm telling you guys, he was masculine. He was like a provider type. Like what really draw me the way he was eating. I was like, damn, he eats like a man. I was like, okay. I was like, I had my chest out. I was just like, he did not look at me, surprisingly. The whole day he was just like this. He was so nervous. He told me he was so nervous to like meet me because he's like, you're so beautiful. You have a great body. You're smart. You're intelligent, hardworking. He was telling me all this, so he was very nervous. So literally, I'm talking to him for like 3 to 4 hours, and I was like, okay. I'm like, I gotta pull myself back because I'm liking him way too much. Where I was just like, I gotta pull myself, put the power within me. I was like, I gotta chill. So I told him like, hey, like it's been like a couple hours. I really want to go home. Like it was a great time seeing you. I enjoyed our time together. So literally, he walked me to my car, and then he said, I got something for you in the car. Hold on. And I was like, okay, I'm dead. He's gonna kill me. I was like, oh my god, I can't. I was like, no. Like, I was like, crap, he's gonna kill me or something. So he literally ran to his car. He came out and he had something in his bag. So he got me a bouquet of flowers. And when a guy when he wants you and stuff, guys, like they will do whatever it takes. And he was like, I saw on your profile that you like pink, the color pink, and I literally went to 5 different grocery stores to get you these pink flowers, and I just wanted to get you something because you were very pretty, and I wanted to make a good impression and whatever. So literally, he gave me flowers, and on my vision board, I wanted someone to always give me flowers, and I had flowers on there, and I was like, I just knew. I just knew. I was like, this is gonna be my guy. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, thank you. So literally, after our first date, it was history. Like literally every week, this man would go to my job, leave flowers for me. Until this day, I got a bouquet of flowers that he gave me for Christmas. He literally would go every week to my work to buy give me cheesecake or clothes. I'm telling you, like I would go shopping. I'm like he'd be like, let me buy you a dress. Let me buy you a dress for the week. Let me do this. Let me do that. So literally every week it was a shopping spree, flowers. Um, he would also like buy me like little cards, like little love letters and things like that. I felt like it was just so much that I wasn't prepared for this. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't prepared. So we did have some bumps in the road. Like there is also he had qualities of my old SP that with this new person. I was like, okay, something needs to change because I know he's reflecting in me. So I literally was so self-aware. I caught it on time. My story that I had about him, I caught it on time and I changed it. So now, like it took me because I still had a fear that he was gonna cheat on me. He was gonna do this because of my old SP with the third party. But then I literally caught myself. I was like, whoa, I'm thinking about this. Why am I thinking about this? So I would write it down and I changed the story. And it literally took me, he didn't cheat on me or anything, guys. Don't, it took me about 6 months to really like, because that was a deep wound that I had that I never even knew that I had. And it took me about 6 months. And now this guy has pictures all over me at his place. He has like my pillowcase, you freaking name it. He got pictures of me in his car. He got pictures of he posts me all the time in his Facebook, Snapchat, anywhere. He'll brag about me to everybody, and it will take about 4 hours for him to knock down everything in his apartment because that's how much he values me. He loves me because I changed the story. I was like, you know what? I'm chosen. I'm worthy of love, care, and attention. Nobody compares to me, and I literally had to really impress that in my subconscious mind. And it took me about 6 months just because it was so deep within me. But then I had Deana's techniques. So without her techniques, I wouldn't be able to knuckle down that deep wound that I have. because I'm not perfect. There's going to be times where I'm going to have issues, subconcept issues and things like that, where sometimes I'm not aware of it. But once I wrote down in my journal, and I was reading my journal, I was like, what the heck am I writing? Like, why am I thinking of this? And then that's when I caught myself, and I was like, you know what, let's change the story. So every single day I would write down my affirmations. I would do inner conversations that would help me feel like it would help me feel like I was chosen, wanted, and things like that. And mind you guys, I didn't do self concept work when it comes to SP. I did it for myself because I felt like this was a generalized, because I want to feel safe and secure in all relationships, not just romantic partners. And I feel like when I came to this community, like, it was always about the person, but not about me. And I'm like, why am I wasting time on changing somebody when it's all me? And like, I need to change me. I need to feel good about myself. I can care less what they're doing. Like, it's about my journey, about me. So I literally like tried changing the story about how I view in relationships in general, not just him, because he wasn't doing the cheating. He wasn't doing none of that. He wasn't doing like things behind my back, but it was like my mind constantly playing scenes that he's going to when he's not. Like, I'm thinking he's going to cheat on me with an ex and things like that, just because it actually happened to me in my old relationship. So I was just like, you know what? I had to really tell myself, like, this man is not cheating on you. He actually loves you and he cares for you. Like, I felt like this because of my old relationship. So I really had to, it took me about 6 months to get out of that. And I was just like, fuck, like, I'm going to lose him. I was so panicking, but I was just like, no, he can't lose someone like me, because he will never find anybody like me. So why would he want to go ahead and be with someone else when there is me? So I had to really like do self concept, generalized subconcept, saying I'm chosen, I'm wanted, nothing about him.
Mhm. You just have to normalize a new
Yeah,
level in
and
your
I
life.
because I've never had anybody in my life where I was
Yeah.
committed to. It was always single, like, situationship. So seeing, like, being in a relationship with someone like that I want to be healthy for, because mind you, like, 3 years ago I was in a wreck, but now I'm more like safe and secure. I'm not who I am 3 years ago. I'm a completely different person. Like, I buckle it so down where I'm just like, you know what, that's the old story. I don't need to be dealing with the old story mind. Like, mine, this is the new me, this is the my new self. Like, I just can't go back to the old self.
I'm just so glad that you could have that full understanding that it was always about you, right? Because, like you were saying, so many people that I work with or just see outside, or where's my text message? Why isn't he texting me back? Why is it him? And they're very much power outsourcing, and then wondering why he's not coming into their life, but they're like leaky all over the place with their own energy and their own power. So it's so amazing to see how you like got a hold of that within yourself. And even as the relationship came in for you, because the same thing for me too, once I manifested my relationship, obviously some of those patterns are going to come back in, because it's like now you got something to
Mm-hmm.
lose. You always have to like catch that, and seeing how you were able to start grabbing onto those things and have just more awareness about how you used to slip into these things, and now you're like, no, like, I'm making the decision, I'm not available for this anymore, and you're just seeing the results of that flow into your life. So such good stuff. If somebody was on the edge of jumping into one of my offers, but they were like, oh, I'm not sure yet, what would you tell them?
I would say go for it, um, because when you invest in yourself, you got to think about it. This is going to change your life, and I feel like, when someone backs out, on like a thing, I would just say, no, this is going to help me, because at the end of the day, like, when I was working with Deana, I also was also getting money back. Like, I was getting money out of nowhere and things like that. But like, when you want to invest in yourself, go into the intention that you're going to level up your life and that you want to do better for yourself, because with Deana's work, it's totally worth it, because people be having $20,000 on packages, and that shit don't even work. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but it's like, sometimes, like, when you guys pay the big bucks, like, when you want to come to her world, you have to come when you're ready, not just because to get somebody. Like, you want to come to her world when you actually want to change, want to be ready, because I had that issue where I was purchasing coaching package just to get the SP. But then when I don't get the SP, I get mad at them, because I was like, I wasted my money and my time and energy. But with Deana, like, if you really want to work, like, she'll put you to work where you're gonna change your life within like a month or not even 2 weeks. Really depends on how fast you want to get this, how fast your mind can get this going. The value of her packages, it should be like $30,000. I'm gonna be so honest because guys, I'm telling you, I'm so in shock to this. Like literally, my year working with her, like my life completely changed. Like I'm to the point where it's just like I'm just like I'm just you see like my face is like kind of in shock because it's like I literally told my boss today, I don't want my 2024 to be over because it's like it's shit is about to go down still. Like, and right now, like I'm in the process of like, manifesting more things in my relationship. Better communication and things like that. I'm not gonna say what I'm manifesting next because I don't know if he's gonna listen to this. I just don't want him to think I'm crazy or anything. But like, I'm gonna,
I think we
I'm gonna,
all.
I'm gonna manifest more big things in our relationship and still, I'm not gonna do marriage or anything like that yet, just because I want to experience being in a relationship with my partner and things like that, and I want to like be able for us to have fun and still get to know each other and do things, because it's a process. Like leveling up yourself, it's not gonna take overnight, but if you're willing to do the work, it should not take you no longer than years. You know what I mean? Because people be manifesting for years. I'm like,
Well,
get it together. Like it should not be
weird. What do
with
you
Deana. Like
mean?
with Deana's packages, it'll take me 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'm done. I'm a whole new reality because I quantum leap. I feel like I quantum leap like quick because
Yes.
everything just like turn around within 3 months. Literally my whole life changed, and thanks to her, like I totally recommend you guys to get her coaching package. Don't ever be afraid, because that's what that scarcity mindset will get to you. They'll be like, oh, if you pay for this, you're not going to get the result. That's just your mind trying to protect you from leveling up yourself. So I would always come to the attention where if I'm going to purchase a coaching package, this is going to change my life. This is going to help me go to step one, no, to point one to point B within a quick matter of seconds, and it's going to help me be fulfilled in my relationship, because I want people to seek the help just because they want to get the help that they need, but also level up, because who wants a nice, happy, peaceful life? Who wants to be crying in bed all day, every day? Who wants to actually wants to build a life, get their money, have a successful career, have a successful relationship? Like who wants that? Like I want that more than anything. I want peace. I want like I just want so much where like to the point where it's just like I want to experience that happy life, and I'm so like you'll get to that point where you're gonna be so sick of your life where you're gonna be like I need help. So
I'm
with
done.
with purchase,
You're like, done. I'm on to the next thing.
so
Yes.
I totally recommend you guys working with her because she is truly amazing. She's very gifted, and she's like every like I said, every coach is very different, but when it comes to Deana, she is amazing at her work. I just feel like I said, her technique should be in therapy. That's how effective it is, even in psychiatry or something. Like her technique is so freaking authentic and is so good that is like it has to be passed around to people, because it's gonna help people that really need the help. Because there was a tape that you had on there about eating healthy and stuff. Literally, because I think it was a clear audio one that you had on there, because I stopped listening to the love and health, like the love one, because I wanted to listen to something that will help me clear my attachment. So I did the clear audio tape you had on your course, and literally I
The clear.
lost the weight. I was losing weight.
They're like,
Yeah,
I'm like, everyone's like, where do I start in this course? I'm like,
yeah.
this is the best thing ever. So,
Yeah, literally it changed my life, my physical health, the way I view food too, and
mhm.
girl, that course is something else. That's all I gotta say. It's amazing, 10 out of 10.
Well, I'm so glad you came on here today. And again, can't wait to see what continues to pop off for you so we can share even more. We can come back in like a year and be like, well, now
Yeah,
this is thing. So,
I'm trying to get this, so
exactly.
I'm gonna get this.
It's coming up.
So we
It's
don't know
coming
when,
up.
but I'm just gonna live my best life with my baby and people
That's
around me.
it.
That's all that matters. So
That's it.
can't wait for that.
All right, guys. That is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.